Hi, this is Erica Smith, and this is my PowerPoint on teacher-directed and teacher-student shared inquiry. What is teacher-directed inquiry? Teacher-directed inquiry is when the teacher has the majority control making the decisions throughout the unit or lesson. Burrell does suggest that teachers should make their initial attempts with problem-based learning implementation using what they're comfortable and familiar with, like a previous lesson that they've taught, curriculum they used, or a unit they've used. There are 3 suggested ways to engage students in thinking through problems. The UR is more role-playing, like you are a registered dietitian analyzing food at school cafeteria. The next is what if. This is where students are placed in a hypothetical situation, like what if we slowly began losing our major crops and so on. And last is making a specific claim or judgment to elicit student responses to a particular viewpoint. And then when you are creating a unit plan, there are 10 steps. First, the teacher selects a topic, preferably an issue of interest to students. Then the teacher maps out all possible elements, decides on the elements to include, determines the objectives, establishes an essential question or problem. And that's where you can actually use that UR or what if framework. Then assessments, long-term strategies, learning experiences, reflection, and providing opportunity for students to transfer and apply knowledge. What is student-teacher shared inquiry? The student-teacher shared inquiry is when the students are sharing the decision-making power with the teacher. The teacher releases more control of learning to the students. As stated by Burrell, students begin identifying some of their curiosities and some of the questions they think are important and worth investigating. There are 2 major strategies, KWH-LAQ, which is considered to be fairly easy to apply to the content of most subjects, and OTQ, which is an emphasis on direct observation, and that's useful for all levels in any subject. There are other strategies that can be used, like metacognitive awareness, graphic organizers, small group inquiry, whole group critical thinking, reflection journals, and presentations. Once a teacher is ready to incorporate this type of inquiry, they must be comfortable with students' collaborative research and their social skills to do so, have access to sufficient resources, and the teacher must be ready and willing to deal with ambiguity. How do these different approaches to inquiry affect the curriculum or classroom? Students are able to have more ownership and responsibility over their education. Students become more independent learners and, kind of guiding their own learning. And students develop the necessary skills to properly and effectively find solutions to problems. So that is my PowerPoint. Thank you.